Good afternoon, I'm Mark. Welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. Today I'm going to take you for a walk around our 2009 LX Holden Captiva 7-seater wagon. Start at the front of the car and you do notice factory fog lights, a few minor little chip marks on the bonnet, but very minor cosmetic stuff. Like you to be aware of that. Then we come down the side of the car and the Duco on the right hand side of this car is virtually unmarked. Is running factory 18-inch alloy wheels and brand new set of tyres. So when we prepared the car, we've actually put a brand new set on it. So absolutely nothing to spend. If I want to be really particular, coming down the right-hand side, a couple of little minor touch-ups on the right-hand rear door. But overall, in really good condition for a 2009 model. As we move around to the rear of the car, do notice a couple of features with the tailgate. Down below the actual tailgate itself, below the scuff plate, just here we do have reverse sensors, colour coded of course, and you will also notice that there is a tow pack fitted to the car. The tow bar tongue's intentionally not on the car when it's sitting here in the dealership, just to avoid theft. As we move down the passenger side of the car, you will see that it actually appears in the same sort of quality as the right-hand side. Once again, I'm happy to point out a couple of very minor little cosmetic marks because they are very minor. Really interesting thing to note on the left-hand side, probably one of a very few cars where there's not a scuff on the alloy wheels on the left side. Usually tend to find they get a bit of gutter rash, but in this particular instance, they're actually unmarked. Once again, as I said, with brand new tyres. So overall, the exterior of this Holden is in very good order. Moving under the bonnet of the Holden now, we'll just run through a few interesting stats. Just a simple release of the bonnet there, lightweight bonnet. Pneumatic gas struts just take it up out of our way. Powered by a 2-litre intercooled turbo diesel motor, it's going to deliver you economy of 8.6 litres per 100 k's combined. So to give you an idea, it's going to get you in excess of 755 k's to a tank of diesel, pushing out 110 kilowatts and 350 newton meters of torque, combined with outstanding economy. It's really cheap car to run. Moving into the tailgate of the Holden now, a couple of things, or quite a few things we'll run through here. The Holden Captiva is probably one of the most user-friendly 7-seaters. The way the third row seats are tucked away at the moment, you see perfectly flat. You got a lot of storage area, and to actually bring these into action, just simple matter of pulling on the handle, lock the back seat into place, headrest up, locked into place, you're done. You do notice if you go into the third row there, you see that you do have quite a bit of leg room. So it's one of not many 7-seaters where you can actually fit fairly tall people in the back, as opposed to many where once the kids are over 12 years old, you can't even get them in the third row seat. So just simple matter of popping that up into your full 7-seater there. In the event you want to go back to just flat storage area and a 5-seater, very similar to the way we set the seats up. It's just a really simple maneuver to pop them away. Once again, just pull on the handle again, automatically releases the headrest, and a matter of just dropping it straight back down into place. So even the kids could do that. Really simple setup. Now also, whilst we're filming into the back of the car, if I come around to the second row seats and we look to wanting to have a bit more storage space, we've gone to Bunnings, we bought 150 bucks worth of goodies and we want to fill up the back of the car. If there are no kids utilising the second row seats, we basically just drop them all down. Now with the function in the second row seats, when you do release the handle up here for the back part of the seat, it automatically allows the base of the seat to come forward slightly, just to create a completely flat surface for storage. Once again, very similar to the third row seats in this car, the second row seats, they've actually thought about it when they manufactured the car. Moving to the interior of the Captiva now, a lot to like about this car actually. We'll start with the driver's armrest where we locate all of our switches for our power windows, and then directly forward of that, just below the air conditioning vent, are controls for your power mirrors, and then there's just a dimmer switch on the right hand side of that just to brighten the dashboard at night time. We do have light sensitive headlights just on your indicator stalk, so it will detect as the day's getting darker and turn your lights on automatically. All of our cruise control buttons on the right hand side of the car, then all of our audio controls here on the left. So we can control everything off the steering wheel, and the steering wheel of course is height adjustable and also reach as well. So you can set yourself up perfectly to where you need to be comfort wise for driving. We'll move into the center section of the console now, and a fair bit of information that you've got at your fingertips. Gives you an idea of your set temperature for your climate control air conditioning, outside temperature, distance to empty, and we can just scroll through other information as well. Average speed travelled, time, average consumption. So we're sitting here, the car's been idling for a little while and just showing 10.1 litres per 100 k's just on idle. Little storage compartment up on top there, just pop all your spare change. Just make sure the kids don't steal it if they realise you're hiding it in there. And then another little storage compartment in there as well. In the centre section here we have a couple of other buttons, a manual button to turn your traction control off, downhill descent control as well, just a little digital clock in the centre. This is our CD player, and it's 6-stack in-CD with MP3 compatibility, digital readout once again, so it's all at your fingertips there. But the actual controls, as I mentioned earlier for the audio, always do it off the steering wheel when you're in motion, so you're not taking your eyes off the road. Down below our CD player we have climate control air conditioning. So as I mentioned earlier, we've got it set on low temperature. We do actually have the air conditioning running at nearly half speed now. Excuse me. And you can hardly detect the noise of the fan, but obviously it is quite cold, as you gather by that sneeze. Moving down into the centre section in the transmission, you can drive it as just a standard auto, or we can also drive it in performance mode, or some people call it sports shift, where we're running up and down through the gears manually. And that is indicated up on the dashboard when you are in that manual mode to indicate what gear you're in. We have our handbrake just here, simple release, takes it right down out of the way so it's not impeding on the driver's seat. Very large cup holders down in the centre section there, so even if you buy a Macca's large meal, your cups of Coke are still going to fit in. Then we move just into the back console section, another little storage compartment there, and also when you pop that up, quite a deep storage compartment there as well, just to pop all your goodies in. This particular car, being a 7-seater in the LX, it is a full leather interior. So not only do we have leather seats, and that's first, second and third row seats all finished in leather, you've got leather inserts on all of your door trims, and obviously leather wrapped steering wheel as well. So the finish of the car is really high quality. A couple of other really important things to mention while we're inside the car. It does have front, side and curtain airbags, so a very safe family car as well. So far you've been given a really good idea of the quality of this car, and a lot of it stems from what I'm about to show you now. Originally purchased by Western Port Childcare Centre, the car has been serviced, every single service from new, absolutely perfectly. If I run through the books, you see that every single service that this car has required since new has been carried out at the correct interval, if not better, right up to its current mileage now of 124,000 k's. And yes, we've even done an intermediate service when the vehicle came into our possession. So from a maintenance point of view, they're absolutely cracker service history. So just in summary, there's a few major things I just want to tick the box on again. Brand new tyres, 2009 model Holden Captiva, 7-seat, full leather interior, 8.6 litres per 100 k's. Expect in excess of 750 k's to a tank. Do have both factory keys, and one thing that I didn't touch on when we were inside the car, this car is 4-wheel drive on demand. So the Captiva, 4-wheel drive on demand, no buttons to touch. It will detect when it needs to engage it. If you've got any further questions, feel free to give us a call, 9907 0555, and have a great day.